Man, my encouragement is to make sure you tell the people that's close to you you love them. You never know when they could be gone. You never know. It can be a blink of an eye. So love those that are close to you, and the ones that are even not even close to you that you love, let them know that you love them. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Creative Culture. This is your boy Nehemiah.
And Ashley.
I try to sound unprofessional here, though. If we sound a little under the weather, it's because I'm nasally and Ashley's had a cold now for a few days. But today's episode's a little bit, it's not going to be
a cheerful.
It's not going to be a cheerful one, but it's not going to be scripted either. Last week was a very tough week for me, and I lost someone very close to me. And it's been hard to process. I started to process it. This is the second time we're recording this because the first time I got a little emotional. I don't know if you saw the tears, but also our daughter's here and she might come in and out, but hopefully I got her watching Frozen, so she should be good. But today's topic, I want to talk about just kind of what my last week has been, and it's gonna sound a little bit down for a little bit, but we're gonna actually lift it up because there's a lesson within everything that happened. Just after talking to my best friend about it, and all that, we're noticing wake up calls and just hello, to everything that's going on. So on last Tuesday, we're recording this on a Monday. This will be released. I probably can release it tomorrow. I either release it sometime this week is going to be released, but on Tuesday, it was, what was Tuesday's date? I'll tell you right now. Give me 1 second. Tuesday's date was the 16th. I got a phone call in the morning. Didn't answer it. Thought it was a butt dial because these people never call me this early from the East Coast. Fast forward, I call on my way to work. No answer. I'm at work on my way to the job site with my coworker. Get a phone call, and best friend just basically tells me so and so passed away, and we're like, what? And he repeated it 3 times until I actually finally understood and kind of grasped what he said. And that took me to, I don't even know where it took me to. I was in such disbelief that I told him, I'll call you back during lunch. And I call Ashley, tell her, hey, babe, I just got this told to me. And Ashley's not even believing in disbelief. Call my mom, call my dad, tell them all what happened. And it's crazy. The fact that I just lost somebody that close to me that quickly, after speaking to this person hours. I'm talking about hours before. Who would have thought that this was my last conversation with this person? Yeah. But before I move on with me, I want to get your perspective on it because obviously I'm trying to not show emotion. I'm not trying to show nothing as I'm telling you this just happened. So how did you feel? How did you take it? Just let you go ahead, take it away.
Honestly, the same response as yours. I was in such disbelief and just like, what? Like, are you sure?
Yeah.
This person, it just didn't make sense the way it all happened and how quickly and just like I was just like, what? No, this can't be.
I think what got you as well was the fact that I hung up quick. I was like, hey, I gotta call you back. Like, I was just like, I gotta call. So I ended up calling my mom, told her what happened. My mom immediately, you can hear the tears. Like, what? This doesn't even, what are you? Wait, hold on. What? I'm like, yes.
Like, how?
Yes.
Why?
I'll call you back, Mom.
Yeah.
I'm telling everybody I'll call you back. Because I'm still trying to process it, but I'm calling my support system that's here. Mom, Dad, and my wife, of course. And so I remember calling my dad. My mom already had called him.
I know.
I'm like, dude, I just hung up with her. My dad said, what? I said, yeah, Dad. He's just like, what you going to do? And I'm like, I'm going to Pennsylvania. Yeah. Like, I'm out. And he's like, okay. Go check Priceline. they got the best prices. So I checked Priceline, Skyscanner, and ended up booking the ticket. They were the same price. I remember calling him back and saying, hey, said I'm calling him back at lunch. I didn't wait till lunch. Called him back 20 minutes later. And I was like, hey, I'll see you tonight. So what do you mean? So I'm flying out, she's booking my ticket right now. And he's just, so when I first talked to him, no tears. You can tell he was very mellow, very chill. But the moment that I said I'm coming over there, I was like, hey, I'll see you tonight. Tears. He started crying. You can hear it in his voice. You can hear the sniffles and everything. And he's like, thank you. I was like, I'll call you back. Let me get everything situated. I'll let you know what time I land, where you got to pick me up at, everything, airport, everything. He's all right, cool. I called my brother. I heard him crying. I'm like, he's not going to be okay alone. Call my brother. I said, hey, this happened. I'm on my way. I call him back. Hey, my brother's on his way. He's like, yeah, he just called me. He's here.
Damn.
Within 3 minutes, my brother was at his house.
Yeah.
I called my other brother. Hey, I know you're at work, but this just happened. All right, I'm going to check in on him. I call my other...
Another friend, yeah.
Another basically family member of mine. Hey, this happened. Check on him. Text him right away. I brought the support system that I know is going to be there for me to be there for him at that moment, and immediately they were there. Well, until I got there, right? Until I could get there, I was like, let me set some type of. I don't want nothing bad to happen to him. I don't want him to do something out of his emotions. Immediately, I'm thinking for him. I'm not processing any of this yet. I'm just thinking, I'm leaving to Pennsylvania. Oh, shoot, it's snowing. I don't have any attire for that. So I call you, book the ticket. You didn't even hesitate. Why didn't you hesitate? That's the one question I want to. Why didn't you hesitate when I said I'm booking my flight to go over there?
Because I think you even said it to me yourself, like, whether I said yes or no, like, you would have gone either way. Like, and also I wouldn't have said no, but, like, I just know you, like, you're going. So I'm like, I'm not even going to stop you. I'm not going to argue with you. And obviously we had the money, so I wasn't, like, worried about it. So
even the way, like, the money came. It's funny because I was getting ready to, so we got blessed from our church for Christmas. They gave us a nice Christmas gift, and with that it was some money. So immediately I'm thinking, what do we need?
like a lens,
Like, I'm thinking
little knick-knacky stuff.
No, it was literally
gadgets.
like I'm buying a new lens,
Yeah,
because I'm tired of using yours, and you need yours, right? I need to have something for me. I'm gonna be traveling in February to where am I going? Nashville. Which, do you have a photo shoot that week?
I don't know.
I hope you don't, because I'm taking your camera too. But sorry, sidetrack. So I'm thinking I'm going to Nashville. I gotta save some money for that, but I need to buy a lens so that way when I go over there, like, Ashley doesn't have to worry about anything. I finally got my own thing. I'm thinking all this is going to look better for the podcast because it's a nice zoom lens. Like, I'm thinking all the bokeh in the back. I'm thinking about everything. I'm not thinking about save your money for just in case. Something then, as soon as I get ready to purchase it, I end up finding a brand new one. Remember, I found the brand new lens. Some dude selling on Facebook, literally still in the packaging. That same lens was over $1,000. The dude said he'll take $450 for it. And it was literally brand new. You can tell by the pictures, not one scratch, nothing. Something inside of me said, just hold on. Yeah. Just wait. Because at the end of the day, I was going to settle for a lens. Like, I wanted the other version, but it was a cheaper version. So no matter what, I was going to be satisfied. Yeah. But some said, just save your money. Just wait. This is on a Sunday. I'm not going to purchase. This is on Sunday. I was going to purchase it.
Yeah.
I was going to go meet the guy Sunday night. Some said, hold on. Fast forward Tuesday.
This happens. Yeah.
This happens, and then I realized this is why I couldn't spend it. Because the ticket was far from cheap. I'm literally booking it the day of, hours before this flight leaves. So immediately I'm thinking, This is happening, like whatever. So I come home, I'm packing. One thing I did notice that you did not do, which is something that you kind of always do or you most of the time do, which I have no problem with. So don't think I'm trying to nag here. But you didn't try to comfort me, which is something that you normally do. Why was that?
Because I knew you were gonna reject me in a way.
Dang, that sounds bad.
Like emotionally, like I know you aren't. I know you, and like when it's especially like something like this, like you just want to process it, even though like you're still, I guess, not processing it. Like I don't think you like your body hasn't like caught up with
Your emotions.
emotion. So like I didn't want to like, I don't know. I just know you.
If I'm being honest though, knowing now, thinking back at it, I think if you would have hugged me, I probably would have lost it. Like legit. Because I just knew I'm trying to ball in something. Not that I'm trying to ball it in. I'm trying to process it, but I'm also asking God, like, God, I'm leaving tonight. I don't know what I'm stepping into. Hold on, I gotta take this pillow off. I don't know what I'm stepping into. I don't know what's going on in that house. I just know I'm going over there, Lord. I need your strength. I need your comfort. I need your peace.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what's gonna happen when I walk in there. Right? And I felt God give. I felt the Holy Spirit like gave that to me. I felt a peace. I did feel a sense of comfort. I felt like the Holy Spirit was like, I got you, bro. Don't trip. I still can't sleep. I'm like, dang, my flight gets delayed pretty far back. So now I'm like, cool, I can take a nap, relax. Nope. Couldn't do any of that because I'm thinking of everything. I'm processing everything. And yeah, just this.
How did you feel like on the way to? I mean, I don't know. Did you sleep on the way there?
No, I was up for both flights. Ooh, put this hat back on. Hair looks like a mess. So first flight, it was like an hour and 10-minute flight. No sleep. I was watching a movie. It's pretty funny. And then the next flight, I'm like this, and I just can't get comfortable in my chair. I'm like this the whole time. Had my AirPods on, just like, the little thing, the little flaps that you can flap so your head doesn't move. I doing all that. Put the seat back. I had nobody next to me. So I'm like, cool. Like, I'm feeling, in a sense, comfy, right? I ain't got nothing in the front because my bag got checked in for free. I didn't bring a camera bag like I normally do. So it was just whatever was in my pockets. That's it. Yeah. So at all this, I'm trying to be comfortable. I'm trying to get comfortable, and I can't. Like, I can't get comfortable. So I said, screw it. The screen's right here. And they're watching 2 movies. Mind you, I'm already up from 6 o'clock in the morning, tossing and turning, because when he called me, I didn't answer it.
Yeah.
It woke me up, but I didn't answer it. I try to go back to sleep. That whole next hour and a half that I'm tossing and turning. Can't sleep. I can't do nothing. 6 o'clock, I get to Pennsylvania at 5:31 in the morning. It was an overnight flight because of the layover and all that. And then the fact that it got pushed back, I have no choice. So I get there. All this time I am praying. I'm seeking God. I am like, Lord, I don't know. Something was in me it was uncomfortable, but it was comfortable all at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. So I get to Pennsylvania. The moment I said, man, listen, that cold hit me different. I went back inside and said, let me get my coat outside of my bag. And anyways, but my brother and my best friend get there. I just hug them.
I was gonna ask you, like, did you guys cry when you guys saw each other, or it was just like you guys were still numb? Like,
we were numb. But when I hugged him, he just said, thank you. Thank you. He said like 3 times. I was like, I got you. Like, this ain't. I got you. Said it a couple times. And it still wasn't hitting us.
Yeah.
I hit to Pennsylvania, go eat breakfast at Cracker Barrel. And after that, we go chill at my brother's house for a little bit. But it's the moment. At this point, I haven't seen moms. I haven't seen
anybody.
Nobody. I've only seen best friend. So I get to best friend's house. And we were sitting in front of his house in his car. And we just start talking. Start talking about everything. We start processing what is going on. Like, I'm here in Pennsylvania. What am I doing here? And he's just like, yeah, bro, like, what? And we start talking, and then he starts crying. And then I started tearing up. And we just started talking. And we kind of let our tears out for a little bit. Get in the house. When I see moms, it's weird. I walked in the house and you felt peace. I walked in the house and it felt like he was still there. Like he's at work kind of type. That's what it felt like. And so I go upstairs, see mom's. She's on the phone like crazy. She just looks at me. She's still on the phone. So she's telling the person she's on the phone with, let me call you back. My son from California just got here. So she hugs me. And when she hugs me, she says, thank you so much. You know, Dad would have said, I know that's right. You know, he'd be happy if you were here. He'd be happy that you're here. And that's when it started to hit. Mm-hmm. That's when emotions are going everywhere. So, yeah, I'm there. Spend the next 2 days with him. We're talking about just fun stuff and funny things and the fun parts of what has happened, and then the unfortunate thing that happened, and I'm getting the full story told in front of me, and all that. So I'm there for the next 48 hours. I didn't go to sleep until I forgot what time it was. It was stupid late. I'm talking about.
I think it was like past midnight.
So I didn't go to sleep until 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning over there.
Yeah.
And I'm up for 30 plus hours. Mm-hmm. I felt tired. I'm not going to lie. My body was like exhausted. So I sleep, wake up the next morning, and we just chilling. We're talking about what's going to happen. We talk about it all. We talk about everything. Once the funeral, we talk about everything that has to do with it. And he was a big Ravens fan, so we're like talking like, I'm a Steelers fan if y'all don't know. And they're rivals, so, I told him, I was like, well, I'll be rooting for them, And, yeah, it's just, fast forward, I leave. I'm not going to talk about everything that happened when we were there, but I leave. And it was a moment I got in the plane. And I sat in the plane in Baltimore. When everything, I'm talking about every single emotion, good, bad, ugly, indifferent, nasty, disgusting, every emotion hits. I'm sitting there and I'm like, what? Just wait, he's gone? It clicked. It clicked. I'm talking about it clicked. And I'm just like, this ain't no way. Ain't no way he's not here.
Mm-mm. I still feel that way. Like, sitting here, just like us talking about it, like, I'm like, there's no way he's not here. Like, I don't know. I just
ain't no way, bro. So I finally get my sleep. I napped slept the first flight. I slept the majority of the second flight. I get here, I see you. I'm sitting in the car. Now I'm processing
Yeah.
everything.
I felt that from you.
I was quiet, and I was just sitting there like, this can't be true. Like, Lord, what? We're supposed to be the year of the year that my family will. This is the year of increase. This is the year that finally the finally year.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't tell me that this happened. I think back several weeks ago, a couple weeks before everything happened. Actually, a week before this happens, I get a call from my boy, JJ. He says, "You're the Puerto Rican Job." He calls me the Puerto Rican Job because of how I talk about my friends. But I started to read the story of Job, and I read the first 7 chapters, and I'm like, dude, Jesus allowed the devil, he allowed the devil to attack him. He said, don't touch him. He said, don't touch him, but you can bring stuff towards him. I'm thinking of all that. Job lost everything. He lost everything. Family. He lost family, money, home. He lost everything. And Job says, naked and shaved I come in. Naked and shaved I'll come out. He rips his clothes off. Cuts all his hair off. Lays there and says, God, I will not deny you. Take my life. This is a guy who had everything. Happiest man in the world. Everything. He had money. He had family. Everything. He lost everything. So I'm thinking, my boy just called me the Puerto Rican Job. He said that my number's saved as that now. And then I think back of a prophetic word that I got years ago. This is what I'm sitting in the car driving. We're driving to San Jose to our church. I'm sitting in the car. You don't even know this. I'm sitting in the car thinking about all this. I'm processing everything. I remember a prophetic word, and he said into my ear. He said, the mantle of Joseph is being placed upon you. The only thing that we always look at we always look at the palace Joseph. We don't look at the pit Joseph. Mm-hmm. Joseph got literally destroyed by his brothers, his siblings, through him, and they sold him into slavery, not knowing that he was eventually going to end up in the palace. And even being in the palace, he got what's that word I'm looking for? He got oh my God, I use it all the time in court. Basically, they said someone said, "Oh, you slept with such and such," and he didn't. It was an exception, so he ends up back in prison. Now, then fast forward, he's now in the palace, and then his brothers come and they're asking because his dad is dying, and then he's like, "Oh my God, it's my family. It's the people who sold me into slavery." I look at that, the pit of Joseph. I look at Job, the horrific chapters, the first few chapters of of Job, where he got literally taken everything away. Mm-hmm. But their stories both got brighter. Both of the stories ended amazing. Mm-hmm. I'm sitting here like, oh, this makes sense. The enemy's already taken before. I believe God allowed the enemy to take away finances from us for a long time. Yeah. I've lost jobs that could change our life. Lost them in a heartbeat. I had a Stanford opportunity to work at Stanford Hospital, Stanford University. Not as a contractor. I'm talking about hired by, like my badge is actually not going to say contractor. It's actually going to say such and such from Stanford this.
Staff or something. Yeah.
Like, I lost that opportunity. I had an opportunity to become an apartment manager. Great pay, free place to live. I started thinking I had an opportunity to be at a church and to work for a church. It sounded great. It was too good to be true. Clearly, that gets taken away from me. podcasts are starting to rise, and then now it's just me and you. Everybody I was doing it with, we had our own little studio. Everything was on the rise.
Just back down, yeah.
Back down to almost square one. I think about all that. And I'm thinking about all that as I'm sitting in the car going to San Jose from San Francisco with you. I'm thinking about all this. And then the cherry on top. I can't believe he's dead. We go to Chick-fil-A. You know I love Chick-fil-A. I ate majority of my food, but you know me, I devour my food at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
And you saw that. I lost my appetite.
Yeah.
You said, babe, you took 2 sips. And we go to Target. I had to get something at Target, which I ended up not even getting nothing. But I ended up going inside the Target. I did get some. But I ended up going to Target. I take 1 foot in the Target.
We both started crying.
Start crying. Start thinking about him.
Mm-hmm.
Start thinking about all the words that he said to me, everything that everything. Started thinking about everything from him. The joy that he would get when he see me on FaceTime. The joy that he see when he would see Isla. When I told him that we were expecting a second child. Like, I see all that. I can't see it no more. I can't get those words no more. And I'm looking like, this can't be real. Like, God, this is only a few weeks into the new year. This is how we start. Like, for real? This is how we start. Then I come back. Then my job's in jeopardy because I went to do a family matter. This is how we starting? And then everything happens at church yesterday.
Even from Friday. What happened on Friday? That, man. Yeah.
God allows. God doesn't do it. I know he doesn't. But God allows life to be lifing in order for him to reveal himself more to us in our life. Pastor Ron said on Friday and on Sunday, he said, now I know I had to experience God again for myself. Mm-hmm. And this whole weekend, this whole last week, God just had to keep revealing himself. It just made me realize that I can't take life for granted. I can't take life as a joke. I can't, I have to really grasp everything that happens in life. I have another child on the way. I mean, my goodness, I'm feeling the baby's kicks and baby's movements.
Yeah.
Belly's growing. I got another one that's right over there. She's getting bigger and taller. And I'm starting to see her get a little more attached to me. And I'm seeing all this and I'm like, but Lord, this wasn't supposed to happen. But he says it was.
Yeah.
This was the last wake-up call I needed. Sitting there talking to my best friend today. And we said, they're expecting 2. They're due 2 months after we are. Yeah. And we're sitting there. I was sitting in the car earlier talking to him. And I said, isn't it crazy how God allows things to happen in our life just to wake us up? And he said, bro, it's waking up everybody. He said, I didn't know that this passing was going to wake up everybody. It woke him up. He said, bro, it woke up people. He said, even at his job. He said, it was a massive wake up. I said, you never know the impact. You never know the impact of a person until they're gone. A smile, oh, what's up, just a nod of the head. You never know the impact that that person can have in a community, in your community, in your friends, in your family, until they're gone. Especially when it's unexpected.
Yeah.
It made me realize I sent my dad on Tuesday. I'm sitting at the airport and I sent you the text. And I sent my dad a long text. Mm-hmm. Something I don't say to my dad. Mm-hmm. I have to now honor my family even more. I have to honor my dad and my mom even more. Appreciate them really more. Because they could be gone in a second. My mom's health isn't the greatest. My dad is, he goes to the gym and his routine, but I don't know what stress he's going through. My brothers that don't live close to me. Now it's the, how you feeling? I even have a brother. I only told 2 brothers what happened. I got a text from one of my brothers that doesn't know what happened. Text me, what's going on, man? I heard what happened. You all right? Hey, bro, I'm here for you. I love you. My sister, I still don't even know what she said because it was in Spanish. So I'm going to have my mom read it to me. And my sister, she even sends me a message. The way that the people at our church loved on me. Yeah. Only a couple knew because you only told a couple. But I remember talking to Sharif on the phone. He's like, where you at? And I told him what happened, and immediately his face. The first thing he asked me on Friday when he saw me, you all right? You okay? It's all right to grieve, man. It's all right to cry. Nia, the same thing. Nakia, when I told her the same thing. Lizzie, that you didn't even tell. When I walk in, hey, bro, how you doing? How you feeling? Trinity, hey, bro, you all right? You okay? JT, Jonathan Traylor, hey, bro, we need to talk. He said that the whole night. Right before we left, because he had to catch a flight real early in the morning. You got my number? No, here's my number. Let's talk this week. Like, the love and the response. Like that.
Especially Andrew.
Andrew texted me every day while I was out there. He texted me every day last week. Hey, bro, you okay? How you doing? How you feeling? Even saying, I'm proud of you, bro. I said, God used Andrew to literally what he would say to me. So I'm like, yes, am I grieving? Yes, am I going to grieve? Yes, but there's a different type of grieving, I guess. Because I feel peace, man. Does it hurt? Yes. Do I still not understand? Yes. But before it gets good, unfortunately, it's got to get bad. And sometimes your bad is not just a month. Sometimes your bad is not just a week. Sometimes your bad could be a couple years. Sometimes your bad can be 5 years. But sometimes I am so glad that you and I have had to experience the last 7 years of our life. Because the next 77 years of our life are about to be prosperous and incredible. Are we going to go through things? Of course. But what I've had to endure the last 7 years, we know some good's about to happen. Mm-hmm. They didn't just enter into the promised land. Yeah. They had to go through a long wilderness to get to the promised land. Yep. And people were still there. The promised land wasn't just full of milk and honey. People were there too. I think about all that, bro. Like, it's made me appreciate life more. It's made me love more. It's making me love more. Like, Pops, I love you and I miss the heck out of you. Listen, man, I'm not a Ravens fan, but I'm a Ravens fan now. And all my Steelers fans about to be mad at me. Oh, well. That's the one thing that me and Pops will only argue about. It's the only arguments we would have was our Steelers and Ravens arguments.
Don't steal his ice cream.
And don't touch
don't look
his Ice cream.
Don't breathe on it.
Don't even think about it. Don't even think about. And there you go to the store and know that it's there. You ain't gonna buy him one. And son, you ain't gonna give you. I already told you I'm getting a tattoo of his ice cream, but instead of his ice cream, it's gonna say his name. That's what I remember him as.
Yep.
Sit there and tell us stories of his past while he eats his Haagen-Dazs Swiss vanilla Swiss almond ice cream with his strong Baltimore accent. Right. I didn't have bad moments with that man. Yeah. Even in the moments where he would correct me and Malik, I still didn't have bad moments. Me and Malik be pissed off at him in the basement. Freaking but we would understand where he was coming from. Yeah. I miss you, man. I wish I could call you and tell you what's about to happen with us, but unfortunately, that ain't gonna happen no more.
He knows.
But for some reason, I still feel peace. Because it's like he ain't never leave.
He's still in your heart, babe.
Yeah.
He knows.
Yeah. What you got to say to somebody who is dealing with a loss, who's dealing with pain from a loss or trauma from a loss, a loved one or someone that's very close to them? What would you say? Because you've had to endure some unfortunate things as well with your family and all that. And what would you say to them?
I would say just lean on God. I mean, it's really all you can do to fully get healing. Because if not, I mean, I wouldn't know what else to do. He's the only one that would give me peace and just reassurance. And yeah, just lean on him. So, and also too, if you have anybody that you can go to express and just, let it all out to, I would highly advise you do that, because if you're just doing it alone, it's not good for you either. Just speak it out.
Yeah.
So
one good thing that has come out of this is I didn't know how strong my community was. I did not know how strong they were and how much people really do care for me. What? Go ahead,
I was gonna say even, what's his name? Julio too. He's been there for you.
I wasn't expecting.
It was.
Yeah. I got a blessing, from one of the gentlemen who's actually coming on the podcast. But I wasn't expecting that. The comfort. He's even checked up on me. Mm-hmm. It's just been
eye-opening for sure.
It's been something. It's really time to dial back. It's really time to dial in the health. It's really time to dial in mental health. It's really time to dial in, not wasting time.
Or saying, "Oh, I'll do it tomorrow."
Because tomorrow cannot happen. He didn't get to
promised.
He didn't get to see the next day.
It's not promised.
I talked to this man hours before, man. He didn't get to see the next day.
Yeah. Like I said, you might be healthy, you might be doing all the right things, but if your time is up and God's calling you, then he's going to take you.
Something that Malik said, he said, I believe he had to ascend in order for me to get my son. Because they don't know the gender yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
How do you feel now after talking about it?
I feel at peace. I feel like it's weird because I feel like I still don't feel like he's gone.
Yeah.
That's maybe because of the memories I've had with him and all that. And
keep him alive.
All the great moments and all that, and you know, he introduced me to a lot of good food in Baltimore, and I like seafood. Really, I like seafood. Really, like I really like seafood. Like a lot of seafood. Like it's because of him. Because obviously Baltimore having so much crabs and all that. That's something that he would always do every Sunday was seafood Sunday. I remember all that, man. I remember all that. I remember him always talking trash, and he never went out there to back it up and playing football or basketball with us because he was, he was scared. Nah, but yeah, man. I do feel a sense of peace. I know I still gotta grieve, and if I gotta cry, I gotta cry. I feel like God I'm not gonna even put this on God, but I just haven't been able to cry. I've teared up, but I just haven't been able to cry. I just wish I was there for the funeral that's happening this week.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. Yeah. We got him though.
Yeah.
We got him. He gonna be all right. His memory gonna for sure live, and I can't wait to. I just can't wait to.
Just make him proud.
Yeah. That's that, man. This was like a dad to me. So. End with this. Share what Isla did that night.
What did you do?
That night when I left, and you told her about.
Oh yeah. So we were laying in bed, and she's like, "Why is Daddy in Pennsylvania?" And I said, "Well, there's someone that passed away." And she was just like, "Oh, Pops." And I was like, "Yeah, Pops. You remember him?" She was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Well, can we pray? Because we always pray every time we, go to sleep." And she said, "Can we ask Jesus to put a heartbeat back in Pops again?" I was like, "Yeah, we can pray, but baby, if his time is up, Jesus wanted him." She said, "But please just pray that his heartbeat is back up." And I was like, "Okay, baby." So we prayed, and she just knocked out. But
yeah, I remember telling that to Malik. We just both teared up and just like, what? Yeah. So, thank y'all for so much for watching. I know this was probably felt a little bit down. I don't even care about the views. I don't care about none of that. I just had to share it, release it. I hope y'all like the new setup too. We got something new.
Gotta scoot you up a little bit. You've been touching the leaves back there.
Sorry, it's an olive tree. They got little fake olives. I hate olives, but I like the tree. That's cool. But thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sticking with us however long you stuck with us. And man, my encouragement is to make sure you tell the people that's close to you you love them. You never know when they could be gone. You never know. It can be a blink of an eye. So love those that are close to you, and the ones that are even not even close to you that you love, let them know that you love them. We got this powerful thing right here. This powerful thing right here. You can tell somebody that you love them. You can send them a text. You can FaceTime them. If you have Android, I apologize. You can't do none of that. But
you could email.
You can email or send them a bird, pigeon. Hopefully it gets to them. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so tell them you love them. And the people that are close to you, hold on to them a little tighter. Don't just keep it in you, but say it out of your mouth. So thank y'all so much for watching Creative Culture. We believe creatives like you and I can change the culture we live in today. So go change the culture. Be a part of it. See you on the next one.